Hello everybody, it's me Chris at Pro-Am again. Today I'm going to have a chat about our headguards in comparison with others, the way ours have improved and others maybe could follow suit and improve, the different price ranges and some of our old stuff as well. So without further ado, here we go. Now our budget headguard, or cheapest one, is obviously our lightweight one. Now we've improved this over the years. It used to just have a velcro strap like an ordinary amateur style, but we've put our plastic clip on there now, as you can see, and it also has the sweat repellent lining that all our gloves and headgear have now, even the top of the range ones. This is the lightest headguard on the market, and it's a thick inner foam that's perforated. You can't really see on this mesh. The older mesh was a bit looser so you could see, but this foam underneath is perforated to allow the head to breathe, make it lighter, etc. We sell these for £35. Now we've sold these in various guises for 25-30 years. My first world champion, David Burke, this was his favourite headguard, even though he could have had the pick of anything he wanted. And even Vitaly Klitschko has been seen wearing one, so they have been around quite a long time in different guises. It has the same double strap at the back that we do with our pro sparring gear, and like I say, this is the lightest headguard you will ever find. The idea originally was for kids who had not been used to wearing a headguard to wear these because it was so light and so unobtrusive they get used to being enclosed in a headguard. So that's our budget one. Now the nearest thing I think Rival do to that is not this one, it's a similar one. It's black and it's all synthetic leather. It's around 45 to 50 pounds. It's just a basic headguard with the same small cheap protection, nothing different, nothing special, except it's got a metal buckle on it. Going on to the Rival, this is the most popular one that they do. Now this is the RHG2. It's a leather headguard. I think perhaps maybe one of the few leather ones that they do. It's got the smaller cheek protection. Inside is suede. Now this comes in a few colours. Now suede, it's good, it absorbs the sweat and it stops that slippery movement of a headguard on your head, but it does deteriorate quite quickly. These retail are about £70 and they're a good quality lightweight headguard. Sells quite well actually, but it does have the old-fashioned buckle. So it's got the double strap on the back similar to ours with the pad. Now our original one that was meant to run alongside that was our old sparring headguard. So it's got a similar, little bit more on the cheek so it comes closer to the nose, and it's leather, and we had a similar lining on the inside like a suede type leather, but not as rough suede. This is more of a smooth suede. The problem being with this one, we got the plastic clips on them, but they were a poor quality plastic clip, to be fair. They were very plastic and they tended to break and snap, as this one has actually. That's why we've still got it in stock. The other thing the factory didn't listen to us with, although we got the double strap on the back of this one, there was no pad, so that's why that one was discontinued, mainly because of the plastic clip. People still use them, we sold them off cheap, you know, saying they are what they are, but that was the original one that we had competing with the Rival. Now obviously our pro sparring headguard, which is this one, you all know, we have the chin, or the throat protector like all ours do, along with the plastic clip, all ours do. The hygienic sweat repellent lining, again, as all ours do. Now this is at the same price range of these, but this is a higher quality headguard. It's grade 1 leather, it comes in all the fantastic colours, as you know. It's got that extra little protection piece on the cheeks, as you can see. And again, it's extremely lightweight, probably about the same as this Rival version, RHG2. This is our pro sparring headguard. Now what I will say with this, our older one, and the Rival, there are kind of multi-layer foam inside, so they're a nice, snug, protective, quite thick, all around roughly the same thickness of protection. So that's the way they're made, with like a multi-layer foam. I'm not going to split one of these open. I've never seen one split open to be exact on it, but that's what I think. And obviously that's our version for the same price, and probably a little bit more upmarket than this one. So bear that in mind when you buy those off us. Now, as I was saying about the linings on headgear, this is a traditional headgear from Mexico, from Casanova, who are probably one of the best, if not the best, Mexican manufacturer. Now, all Mexican headguards are lined with a soft, supple leather. Everything is shaped perfectly, but they tend to have this high forehead. If you see ours, it's a bit thinner, same as those. They're a bit, you know, a bit shallower, so it doesn't stick up like a top hat. But with this, you have to have the headguard on so tight that when you start sweating, they move. So that's why nobody should use a leather lining on a headguard anymore. We've all learnt over the years that that doesn't work. The other thing with the Mexican headguards is you just get the donut, you don't get the cross piece, and they generally all have the lace up back, as all top professional ones do. Bit of padding here to protect the base of the skull, but the adjustment is lace up. So that's why we've gone from the suede to the more hygienic and softer and cleaner lining that we use now. Now, the other thing with the Mexican headguards, they all tend to have the buckle. But if you look, when I put this on, a lot of brands don't get this because they're not boxing people. That goes across the throat. Now, on most young fellas, that's going to get you right across the Adam's apple, and it's uncomfortable. And a lot of, not just Mexican brands, a lot of brands do this, and especially with this being a thin strap, I can imagine that's not very comfortable. Ours go underneath, and we have that pad. You can take it off if you don't like it, so it's your choice. It's whatever you want. So that's what you have to be very, when trying headguards on, check where the strap goes. If it goes across the throat, be wary, it's going to be uncomfortable. Now, with amateur headguards and cheap headguards, you get these. Now, cheap headguards and amateur headguards, it's just a Velcro strap across there, and you poke it through, and it comes on, and that's how you fasten it. Now, for a cheap headguard, that's all well and good, because a cheap headguard, you're going to get a few months out of it, and you'll progress to a better quality headguard, and you've got the money. Or an amateur headguard, it's quick on, quick off, because you've got so many kids in the gym or amateur boxers you need to look after. Same as why they don't use lace-ups in pro fighting. This Velcro, as many amateur coaches will tell you, wears out constantly doing this. So on a high-end headguard, if you see that, walk away. Again, as you see with the amateur headguards, they're all suede lined, so they're not supposed to last more than a couple of years maximum. They need to be replaced because they get sweaty, they soak the sweat up, unhygienic, the Velcro wears out, and the suede lining dissipates or disappears. Now, going on to a higher level headguard, obviously this is Rival's top headguard. This is a lovely headguard. It's the RS100 range, and it's very light. It comes in all the lovely colours, but for some reason they've kept like a suede material inside. I'm not sure if it is suede or it's a synthetic suede, but it'll stop the movement, great, but I think it'll soak more sweat in than anything else. Now, this is a synthetic leather, so this is very light. This is expensive. It has the lace up back on it, as you can see, with the little bit of padding there, and it has the buckle strap again. Now, this is 160 to 180 pounds, I believe. I've not got a price tag on this one, but if you want to pay 160 to 180 pounds for a synthetic headguard with a synthetic suede liner, that's up to you. It is light, and it's probably the same kind of foam that's inside this, or similar, not the same. Now what I've only just noticed with this, when I've took it off the head, I'll put it on for you now and we'll see. When you put this on, fasten your strap, do your buckle, fly it through. It's across the throat. Not for me. I love the headguard, don't get me wrong, I think it's a lovely shape, it's nice and light. It's got minimum padding at the back. That's one thing I would advise you look out for. Good vision. One thing I must tell you, always look for the peripheral vision on the headguards. As you can see, it's well away from the side of the eye, so you're going to get good peripheral vision, as you will with that one. And obviously if you look at ours, plenty of vision. It's not this bit here, it's this, so you get full vision. Now our version, you would like to think of that one, is a little bit cheaper, £150-ish, is our V-Shadow headguard. Now you clip that off, it's got our usual clip and the chin pad. It's got the lace up back, got the padding on the back. Our padding's like 3 times thicker than that one on the back. It's got our lovely lining as usual. Now this is slightly different because it's a latex padding, similar to these. These are natural latex padding, that's probably why they're so heavy, apart from having the extra leather in the inside lining as well. Now this is a synthetic latex, so you're getting the extra protection of latex, but it's thicker and more shock absorbent, but it doesn't weigh as much. So this again, it's not as light as this one, but you're only talking maybe 20 grams, which is, you know, it's a haircut, isn't it? So, or less. But there you go, it's got the full Mexican type donut rather than with the bar across anywhere. It's not quite as thick on the top. It has the fully curved cheek protection on this one rather than the stepped. So again, it's different that way. They are lovely and comfortable. I've had no complaints off anybody wearing these, and we've got the quality plastic clip on them. It's very quickly on and off, good peripheral vision, and as you can see, it's grade 1 matte and shiny leather. No synthetic outer leather on anything we do. For those who want that extra bit of protection and you're a professional boxer, that's the one you want. Now, apart from these, obviously we both do the full face bar headguards. This one here is the RHGF S3. It's a mouthful, isn't it? But I'm not sure. It could be leather. I'm not sure. I wouldn't. You do these in a lovely range of colours, but they are still on the old-fashioned buckle, as you can see, and I think they're £100. Now our version, we know is that lovely matte leather, and it's got just a rounded bar on there. It gives you plenty of room between your nose and your mouth, as you can see. It's got our usual plastic clip, as you can see there as well, and that same high quality lining inside again. But on the back we have one pad and one velcro strap for adjustment, as well as the lace on top. Now I'll just have a quick, let's have a look at it. It is extremely light. This one does have a plastic cage on the inner. We do a metal one as well. It's a little bit heavier, of course. Now this one, I think, is a metal cage. That's a bloody tight fit. This one has the double strap on the back still, but I think being the heavier, it will have the metal cage. I can't tell, and I can't be 100% certain without opening it, but it is heavier than this. Now, if you look, let me see, I'll put this one on. I'll try and put this one on this fella. It is a bit harder to get on. Put that one on him. Put this one on him. You will see peripheral vision on this one is slightly less than this one. So if you're in the market for a full face head guard like this, always check the peripheral vision. Although what I do like about this one is it's a little, probably a couple of centimetre or so, a couple of millimetres. You've got this wider opening, but it's here you've got to check for again. I think ours is a little bit wider there. Now again, going back to this one, it's got a leather or synthetic leather lining, so I would imagine, and I've been told, that when that gets wet it does move with the sweat. So again, if you want a secure head guard, because you've seen it all the time, people sparring, moving the head guard. When I used to train the amateur kids, I used to say, as soon as your opponent touches their head guard, hit him. They're not concentrating on defence. They're not concentrating on what you're throwing as an opponent if they're messing about with the head guard. Same in the pros, you get a lot of them messing with the groin guard. I used to say to my boxers, if he drops his hands to mess with that pro, hit him. But there you go, ours is more solid, stays on the head, and it absorbs the sweat, and you can clean it later. As well as having better peripheral vision. And I think it's slightly easier to get on and off that one of ours anyway. Now, we do custom versions of both of these. If you ask and you want a custom colour, or your name added on it, or a logo added on it, we can do that. This is a custom version we've made for somebody. Now obviously they wanted it, it's in metallic green and gold. We've put their logo on the back. You can have the logo anywhere you like, their logo's on the back. I'm not going to show you who it is or who it's for. Needless to say, that is this model, but in a custom colour with the custom logo on the back. We've actually just done one of these, you'll have seen on our Instagram, in the lime colour, this colour, for another top professional fighter with his logo on the back as well. So these two are world level professional boxers, preferring our equipment with a little twist because they want it to be personalised. We can do this for anybody. Only in our top of the range stuff to make it worthwhile. Obviously if you want our hybrid horsehair gloves or the pro sparring gloves, you can go to our website now and get them done. It allows you to create a 3 colourway, your personal way, on the website. And then if you want a headguard to match, just say which headguard it is and we'll make the headguard to match, or the low blow to match, whichever you would like. If you want a full set, we can do that. This green and gold one, or metallic green and gold one, we've done a full set including fight gloves. So that's only for these top of the range equipment though, please remember that. Have a check on our website. You can also do your custom shorts and jackets on our website now with the drop down menu, so you can have a look at that as well. So you all know our website, it's www.proamboxing.co.uk. And often we release these new things on Instagram as well, so everyone's been told on Instagram you can order these things via the website. going back to the head guards. So this is the range of head guards we do for boxing and sparring. The amateur head guards you've seen before, they're going through testings with the new governing body, World Boxing. So hopefully you'll be able to use them in your amateur club shortly as well, along with the competition gloves. But for now, this is all the head guards and the comparison with the very good rival stuff. I could have put the Adidas who we deal with it on here, but I'm more or less thinking they're not the same. I think some of the things I've picked out to not look out for, like suede linings, Velcro straps, a lot of the Adidas stuff is like that. It's okay getting the cheap end stuff like that, great. Anybody else's tend to be poor copies of winning. Everlast head guards, no. They're either cheap rubbish from China, or the more professional stuff is not worth the money. So that's my personal opinion, and like I say, 50 years in boxing telling you, it's my personal opinion. Any other brands you would like me to put our equipment up against and give you an honest review of where they compare together, like I've done with the Everlast, the Rival, sorry, today, and the Casanova. I've not, for want of a better word, slagged anything off. I've compared it, their versions to our versions. They are good headgear, they are popular headgear, not as popular as ours in our shop. I would imagine more people just go to their website and buy it, although it costs you no more. It probably, yeah, costs you no more to come here and buy it anyway. I've showed you where our old ones fell apart and didn't make the grade, and why we changed them to these. I've showed you a basic bargain headguard, what everybody starts out with and some people stick with throughout the career. I've showed you what to look out for on Velcro straps. If somebody's selling you a professional high quality headguard with a fastening system like that, tell them to go away. And it's probably got the suede lining as well. They've never wore a headguard in their life and they don't know why it should be like that. So hopefully you've liked this one this week. Please like, share, subscribe, click the thing, doodad, watch us on Instagram as well as here on YouTube. Comment, let us know. And like I say to you every time, if you send us your headguard or what you think is better than these, I will compare it with them, give an honest opinion, tell you where it's better or worse. I will not use it, I won't chew it, I won't spit on it, I will send it directly back to you after we've filmed it with a present. Good luck, and I'll see you next week.